Leif Erikson was the son of Eric the Red. His year of birth is most often given as 970. Though Leif's birthplace is not accounted for in the sagas, it is likely that he was born in Iceland. Leif Erikson and his crew traveled from Greenland to Norway in 999, blown off course to the Hebrides, and staying for much of the summer. He arrived in Norway and became a herdman of King Olaf Tryggvason. According to the sagas of Eric the Red, Leif was blown off course when traveling from Norway to Greenland, to a land that he did not expect to see: self-sown wheat fields and grapevines. He next rescued 2 men who were shipwrecked in this country and went back to Greenland and Christianized the people there. His father Eric the Red reacted coldly to the suggestion that he should abandon his religion, while his mother quickly became a Christian and built a church. Leif then purchased his ship, gathered a crew of 35 men, and mounted an expedition towards the land he had seen. Leif landed first in a rocky and desolate place he named Helluland, possibly the Baffin Islands. After venturing further by sea, he landed the second time in a forested place he named Markland, possibly Labrador. Finally, after 2 more days at sea, he landed in a luscious place with plentiful supplies of salmon. As winter approached, he decided to encamp there for the winter and broke his party into 2 groups, one to remain at camp and the other to explore the lands. During one of these explorations, it was discovered that the land was full of vines and grapes. Leif therefore named the land Vineland. There, he and his crew built a small settlement. After having wintered over in Vineland, Leif returned to Greenland in the spring with a cargo of grapes and timber. On the return voyage, he rescued an Icelandic castaway, earning him the nickname Leif the Lucky. The first apparent contact between the Norse and the indigenous people, who the Norse later referred to as Skreklingjars, was made by his brother Thorvald, and resulted in hostilities and killings. In the end, there was no permanent Norse settlement in Vinland, although sporadic voyages at least to Markland for forages, timber, and trade possibly lasted for centuries. Leif Erikson is last mentioned alive in 1019. Nothing is mentioned about his death in the sagas. He probably died in Greenland, though. Later, United States President Calvin Coolidge stated at the 1925 Minnesota State Fair to a crowd of 100,000 people that Leif had indeed been the first European to discover America. Further statues of him were erected in the Minnesota State Capitol in St. Paul in 1949, near Lake Superior in 1956, and in downtown Seattle. The sagas do not give an exact date of Leif Erikson's landfall in America, only state that it was in the fall of the year. October 9th has been settled upon as being that day, and in 1929, the Wisconsin legislature passed a bill to make the 9th of October Leif Erikson Day in the state. In 1964, the United States Congress authorized and requested the President to proclaim the 9th of October of every year as Leif Erikson Day.